Hello everyone, in continuation of our previous lecture video, in this lecture video we will discuss avalanche photodiodes and solar cell. In semiconductor photodetector part 1, we have already discussed about the semiconductor photodiode and pin photodiodes. Okay, so let's start to discuss about the avalanche photodiode. Avalanche photodiode, in short you can say ADP. ADPs are photodiodes with internal gain produced by the application of a reverse voltage. They have a higher signal to noise ratio than PIN photodiodes, as well as fast time response, low dark current and high sensitivity. Spectral response range in typically within 200 to 1150 nanometer. Through this diagram, we will try to make our concept more clear on this avalanche photodiode. Weak optical signal cannot be detected by the photoconductor with no or insufficient internal gain because it is incapable of amplifying light signals. Photodiode with large internal gain is necessary to detect weak optical signals. Avalanche photodiode is such a device which exhibits a large internal gain. The device is basically a PN junction diode reverse bias to a voltage nearly equal to the breakdown voltage. The photo generated carriers while drifting with saturated velocity at high electric field due to high reverse voltage may gain sufficient energy from the electric field to cause impact ionization and avalanche multiplication. Very high avalanche gain with high sensitivity can be realized from avalanche photodiode through proper device design and choice of semiconducting material. One of the drawbacks of avalanche photodiode is that the device is very much noisy. This noise, known as avalanche noise, arise mainly from the statistical or probabilistic phenomena of impact ionization and avalanche generation of carriers. This random variation of total number of secondary electron-hole pairs generated by each primary carrier lead to avalanche noise in the output signal. The avalanche noise increases with the increase of avalanche multiplication gain. The noise depends on the ratio of impact ionization rate of electrons to that of the holes. Avalanche multiplication noise is reduced if the avalanche is initiated by the carrier with higher ionization rate. The avalanche process takes certain finite time to build up, which is known as avalanche delay. This delay again reduces the speed and bandwidth of the device. The structure of avalanche photodiodes is more complicated than that of the PIN photodiode, and a very high electric field exists in the depletion region of APD. The microplasma effect decreases the internal gain of APD. Microplasma have sharp edges with a small area so that breakdown occurs at a lower voltage in the region of microplasma region. Then the rest of the junction. Selection of defect-free material with improvement of device fabrication technology can reduce the phenomenon of microplasma breakdown. The response time of avalanche photodiode is limited by the factor number 1, the transit time of the carriers across the depletion region, second, the avalanche delay, and the third one is the RC time constant. Now we will discuss about the solar cell. Solar cell, also called photovoltaic cell, any device that directly converts the energy of light into electrical energy through the photon energy. A solar cell is basically a PN junction diode. A solar cell is basically a PN junction diode. Solar cells are a form of photoelectric cell defined as a device whose electrical characteristics such as current, voltage or resistance vary photovoltaic effect. Photovoltaic effect is the generation of the voltage when light is incident on a device. Solar cell is a photovoltaic device. It is a PN junction device without any bias applied across the junction. So, now solar cells can be made from different semiconductors by using various device structures and employing single crystal, polycrystalline and amorphous material. Solar cell convert light energy to electrical energy and can deliver power to the load. These devices can provide long duration power supply for space vehicle and satellites. Solar cells are used in calculators, wristwatches, rural electrification and irrigation system. With the ever-increasing demand of conventional energy source using fossil fuels, time is not too far when these sources will be executed. These are the basic steps which involve in the operation of a solar cell, and these are, the first one is the generation of light generated carriers, then the collection of light generated carriers to the generated a current, next the generation of a large voltage across the solar cell, and the final step is the dissipation of power in the load in the parasitic resistance. In solar cell, a very thin layer of p-type semiconductor is grown on a relatively thicker n-type semiconductor, as we can see in this figure, and then we apply a few finer electrodes on the top of the p-type semiconductor layer. In this figure we can see the current voltage characteristics of the PN junction of solar cell, and we can analyze what happened when the voltage is increased, then current how behaves. So in brief, in this video we have discussed about the avalanche photodiode and the solar cell, and in previous part of this video we discuss about the semiconductor photodiode and PIN photodiode. In of course brief, later on one by one we will discuss in detail. Okay, then thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.